And here we are, final game for day number 9 here. Or match day number 9. Let's go with that. And we're on Arabian Oasis back again, this time with Kwos against Mikoz. Arabs on R2. Yeah, actually, when I first started getting into the community, I was kind of amazed actually of how many or how much Middle East representation there was in the community. It's like you go on Facebook and you go on the R2 communities on Facebook. It's a fuck ton of it there. Laptops from Kuwait, Legend, and Kwos is from Jordan. I believe Gene. Oh, Gene's from Pakistan. Wait, wait, is it? Yeah, Gene's from Pakistan. I forgot who else is from Jordan, but I only do know those two. People like. I forgot who else is from Pakistan. Gene's from Jordan? I thought he was from Pakistan. I do get those two confused. Yeah, I know Gene is living in the UK right now, but he is originally from one of those countries. Zayn is from Pakistan, yes. So minor in there for Mikoz. Double drone here, actually from Mikoz. So Mikoz opts for the 4 gems out the backwards, or just yet Kwos hasn't up his gems yet. Gene Kwos Legend all from Jordan. Okay, then that means Gene is from Jordan then. Okay, Mikoz definitely gonna push in forward here. We've seen this build from him before. But he doesn't opt to go for the backwards ore, and then he ends up selling after getting a couple war factories out. This, I think it's a really bad build. He should be, well, his build currently is not that bad, but before he sells, he should be getting this ore patch down the back there. If he leaves that ore patch untouched, it'll be a huge missed opportunity for him. Leaving this patch untouched is fine before he sells, but he needs to grab this one. This one's a lot bigger and a lot more protected back in his own base. So Kwos on 3 war factories here, 6. So 6, 7, 8 miners for Kwos. Mikoz on the other hand still on 6 miners here, so he's down 2 miners behind. He's down 2 miners behind? Yeah, perfect English, right? He's down 2 miners. So 8 to 6 here, and obviously Better Eco will win this fight, which is gonna be Kwos. Mikoz falls back up. He does have 3 war factories now, but Kwos is on 4. Kwos is half the kitchen. And there you go, there's the push towards mid, or the build towards mid by Mikoz. He's on 4 factories now. He needs another refinery before he can sell or get another war factory here probably. Kwos will split down along the top while Mikoz pushes into his mid here. There's the MCV cell. Kwos is definitely gonna try and get Mikoz low power while he tries to defend here behind some sentry guns. Mikoz still pushing in here. He needs to not overcommit, but he is actually gonna overcommit there. Not a good number of rhinos left for Kwos as well as Mikoz. But Kwos does have the defender's advantage with the sentry guns and reinforcements straight away coming out. And on the back of that, no drones available from Mikoz. This is an all-in and it didn't work out. That's gonna be GG. First point towards Kwos here. And out comes the lead as well right at the end. Yeah, really bad push from Mikoz there. He was hoping for that MCV cell to give him a lot of hope, but didn't really work out for him. He does say GG, but he's still gonna play towards the end. But Kwos does have a lot more units that he's just not bringing in. There you go, that's gonna be 1-0. Okay, predictions are gonna close pretty soon, so vote up before It closes. Apologies if the map is a little bit buggy here. The map does not work well on my resolution. So I'm gonna stick to my bookmarks here. Yeah, I think Kwos can also play a really mean allied. So if it comes down to it, he can definitely abuse the allied card against Mikoz here, as people have been doing, especially Tim and Roots. Yeah, it's not too bad though. I mean, small maps like this, like these, if you're using bookmarks, they're fine. Fuck man, I keep yawning every couple seconds. Yeah, I might take a long break after Throne of Champions is over. Maybe take the month of June off from streaming, because I've been streaming not full time. I've been streaming almost weekly, almost twice a week ever since I started streaming. So I haven't taken a break yet. I'm really busy with the YouTube content as well, which it should be subbed, by the way. If you're not subbed, !YouTube. I believe the FCTV2 is still ongoing. The latest one being uploaded. There was a Marco Woody one as well uploaded last week. Funnily enough, the fucking the fucking super weapon, the fucking modding tutorial that Snark made got picked up by YouTube advertising, and we actually have 4K views on it, which is fucking dumb as well. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. The big sleep coming up? Unfortunately no, because I in about 7 hours I have to be somewhere. So probably gonna get like 2 or 3 hours of sleep here after I finish just a little bit of work. After this show match is over, then I can take a couple hours sleep. It's pretty nice. So we got 4 miners here on the left from Kwos. Double war and a radar up. This is the build that we like to see. Meanwhile, Mikoz is on 5 miners here. So Kwos a miner behind, but his 5th miner is gonna be by the middle patch. Oh, excuse me. So Mikoz opts for that war factory down in mid as well. Does not have a radar up just yet. And there's the MCV cell after getting the refinery up. Down in the middle. Here comes the desert as well. Thank you, Beth. I appreciate that. So, interestingly enough, Kwos is the one to sell his war factory, sell his MCV first before getting one more war factory out. Mikoz definitely gonna get one more war factory before that cell. He is on 3rd now. There you go. 3 and cell. He's bringing in a couple mines as well, but in the late game, if Kwos does survive this, it'll not be looking good for Mikoz. A miner fodder is gonna take out those Desos. Or try to. And Mikoz now will have a surge of rhinos coming in through, but the tank control is not great from Kwos. It went on the other side of the refinery there. So all Kwos needs to do is hold out this attack from Mikoz. Obviously after that MCV cell, he did not go for the middle gold. So he will be at the eco disadvantage. There you go, Mikoz needing to sell there so his eco wouldn't be that harsh. Look at them trying to hide behind that small little lake there. Mikoz still going in, good fodder out of Kwos. It's all down to the tank control here. We both players definitely really good at tank control. So someone who was asking how to get a good tank control there, look at these guys. So the tank's in the ball, fodder right in the front. This is how you want to exercise or practice good tank control. And definitely not engaging in a conga line there. So he backs up just to get all of his tanks down the ball before moving and engaging again. Also, in the case that you are in a conga line, you want to manually select the back of your rhinos and push them right in front. So it's a small bits and pieces here and there. Mikoz does have the ability to back up behind this hut if it comes down to it. And it comes here, Mikoz going straight in. Kwos does have the high number of rhinos. This is where the late game comes into play here. Obviously, Kwos having that better eco and still getting a lot of eco here. He will be able to out-tank Mikoz. He's gonna push all the way through. And GG! Mikoz's map pick does not go his way, and that's gonna be 2-0 towards Kwos. And what did I say, boys? If Kwos survives that initial push, he will have the eco enough to out-tank Mikoz right at the end, and that's exactly what happens, 2-0. So we're on Mikoz's or Palacio's final map pick here. Kwos leading the charge 2-0. So might this be another 3-0 here for Kwos? We'll see. It will be decided on Golden State Freeway. First time the map is actually being picked. And people often sleep on this map. I think this is actually a really good map for 1v1s. Plenty of gems and oil right at the front to get. And plenty of buildings that you can abuse and use really good tank control to hide behind if you need to. And definitely plenty of chances for some early aggression here. In the case of drone rhino opening here, definitely something to be worried about. In the case of when you're building, especially if you did a mistake of building your ref by the war factory or the oil that's further away from your main base. Definitely gonna be a lot more prone to some drone antics there. So first war factory from Mikoz goes by the oil. Kwos it's down by the bottom here. New starting map? I don't know. I think we're gonna stick with Heck there because Heck has a lot more opportunities. It's a lot less boring of a first map to be played with. So Kwos is gonna go 0. Mikoz does go 0 as well. Obviously you have 2 oils and lots of gems, so going 0 is pretty okay, but you're gonna have to spam on some refinery straight after. So second ref by Mikoz, or third ref goes by the oil. So you might think that top left actually has 3 gem patches to work with, but it's balanced out. So the patches, the amount of... Oh, wow, Mikoz, okay. That MCV cell on 1 war factory, let's see what it works out here. Kwos should be able to notice that cell. But typically you would sell when you have a war factory advantage, but the eco from Mikoz looks to be able to support this rush. Let's see whether Kwos can defend this. If he's scouted well, he should be able to notice that. Second war factory off for Kwos. All he needs to do is hold out and survive this push from Mikoz, and then he can play the waiting game here, which is what he's actually doing here. Sentry guns up to defend. Lots of fodder coming up from both players. Unfortunately out of position here. Kwos needs to move his fodder into position, taking out that Barrett. So he does have another Barrett here, so sentry gun still available for him. Kwos is gonna let the war factory die there. He's gonna sell that. So Mikoz is on a ticking timer here. He does get drawn, loses that miner as well. The fight down by Kwos' base is still really good here. I don't think Kwos might make out of that alive. He does have the defensive advantage, but the eco from Mikoz after getting so much money from the MCV is looking to prove well here. Down goes the last war factory from Kwos. And he is down broke here. This is 2-1 towards Mikoz. So Mikoz definitely not giving up without a fight here.
Player defeated.
And Kwos called GG. That's 2-1.
Tech building captured.
And reconcile it is. So MCV gives Mikoz increased speed, increased agility, increased mental agility, increased assault around. It's like a trigger for him, right? Whenever he sees someone sells his MCV, he's like, oh shit, let's do it. And whenever he sells his MCV, he's like, oh, give me the fucking power. That's his lag switch right there, or his hacks. Mikoz selling his MCV instantly gives him a fuck ton of buffs. You know, sometimes Someone like Matt would think and then scream that he sold his MCV and ask why. Just like that Zayn on Summer Show match. He was casting and saying like, why? Why didn't he grind it? Why didn't he grind it? That's like, and it's pretty funny to see. But Mikoz definitely does make it work there for sure. Yeah, he's cheat code selling that MCV. So it looks like Kwos. Okay, he is not gonna go all the way down. So both players opt to go for that second goal patch. For moving to the gem patch there. 3, 4, or rather 3, 4. Yep. Is someone looking into Mikoz's PC? Does he actually have that trigger set up for selling MCV and getting some buffs? We need to check. I'm gonna send Doofus over to Mikoz's place and get him to check. So double drone in from Mikoz here. One does get drone. The second one should be able to save here. Does Mikoz follow up with anything? And in the meantime, Kwos' drone does get annihilated there while he's too busy microing. 4 minus to 5, 6 minus here. So 5 minus is 6 now. Slightly behind here, Mikoz. Looks like they are gonna build all the way across. I would think that Mikoz should have deployed his MCV after the go patch. Like what Kwos did. So he's able to build all the way a lot quicker. And Kwos going another miner here. Yeah, I thought actually Mikoz building his deploying his MCV here. Can place a rev there and then build towards his gem patch. Like Kwos did, but he's opting to go here. I think maybe because he's gonna prep a move towards bottom left. So this is definitely a map where Mikoz can not sell his MCV. Well, he definitely, all maps you can sell the MCV, right? But whether it's a conscious and right decision or a wise decision is a question. So in this map where you're not really entitled to a lot of gold in your own base, selling your MCV might be the bad option there. Selling when you're down on bottom left here after getting the refinery up might be the good option. In Mikoz's case, he's already on 4 war factories here, same as Kwos. And Kwos is looking to split them apart here. So 3, 4 wars still. Kwos is reinforcing both of his splits here. Mikoz making a miner from the war factory. Doing a little woody. And he hasn't moved his MCV to the gem patch yet. Both players. Kwos is only making a move now. It looks like he's gonna abandon that split along the top here. Drone getting into one of the rhinos. And if Mikoz sells his MCV here, he only has a, yeah, he definitely needs to sell here. He has 5 war factories, he's constantly hitting 0. Kwos will get a really good eco up on top right. There's the MCV sell. So again, same thing as always, Kwos needs to defend and survive this attack, which is why he's pressing up here, so Mikoz doesn't get enough rhinos in his own base to get any damage off. So all Kwos needs to do is delay and get his eco up and rolling with the gems down on top right, and then he can spam out the war factories and out eco and out tank Mikoz here. Look at that tank control from Kwos there. Fodder in great positions. Optimal positions here, so as long as he's moving here, Mikoz, he is at a disadvantage. So is Kwos, but in comes when this rhinos are static is when the tank control actually comes in. And look at this tank control from Kwos, absolutely amazing. Mikoz desperately trying to catch up here with Rhino numbers. And look at him forcing to sell a war factory to keep up with his eco. Was already on the top right gem patch. So again, a ticking timer here for Kwos, for Mikoz, sorry. Checkpoint. Alright, there you go. Mikoz is gonna bow immediately. Yeah, he knows he can't win this. Says well played. Is he gonna call it here? He's still gonna keep making them. But again, Kwos is just way too strong here with the tank control. And just perfectly countering Mikoz's MCV cell plays here. Albeit it didn't work for one game. But Mikoz is gonna play this out here. That is what I mean by tank control there. Getting most of your runs into the fight. Mikoz will try to pull in all of his miners or most of his miners here as fodder. Last minute attempt here. Try and get something out of this engagement. Fodder coming in for Mikoz and Kwos was like, fuck the shit. I'm going in Leroy! Jenkins! And there's the GG. So it is gonna be a win for Kwos here. 3-2-1. And Kwos yet again with another 3 points on the board.